Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's session of Glory of the Giants here on Swindler's Den. Quick things before we start. Hey, if you want to talk to like-minded folks such as yourselves who love some TTRPGs, be sure to join us on our Discord. The link is in the About section of this here YouTube channel, and we can all hang out and talk about D&D and other tabletop games you love or have similar passions of other things maybe. I don't know why I was so vague about everything with that, but otherwise, if you want to help support this channel, you can follow us on all of our other various social medias, like and subscribe to this here YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Patreon where for only $1 a month you can listen to audio only versions of this campaign. That being said, let's introduce our players. We have Grizlocke.
Hello, I'm Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube on the same. You guys flipped on the layout randomly again. Just happened mid-recording. It's just so fun.
That's what we do.
I'm Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube under that same name. I've been streaming WoW, aka World of Warcraft. I don't know why I clarified that. And I will be playing Kelborn Kirigan, the half-elf ranger fighter.
Very nice. Next we have Barely Caffeinated.
Hey there, I am Barely Caffeinated. You can find me at Crits and Coffee on YouTube, where I am playing Baldur's Gate again. Tonight I'm playing as Siegfried, the questionably human cleric.
Ooh, speaking of being questionably human, we have DrPhage.
Rude again. Hello, I'm DrPhage, or Adam. You can find me on Twitter at Little Growth. You can also find me on Gluttony and Earth, which is part of the Interdimensional Library, IDL_RPGS on Twitter. I play over there with Baka and Kyle. But tonight, I'm playing Benjamin, the half-elf warlock. Totally normal, nothing suspicious.
Speaking of being totally normal and nothing suspicious, we have our baby boy back with us. It's Kyle.
Fucking sick.
I told him you could have the night off, but he still showed up.
Okay, it's me. It's Kyle. You can't find me anywhere. Tonight I'll be playing Kelborn, the half. I was about to say human half. Correct. Half elf.
Technicality would state.
Yep.
With that enthusiastic welcome back from Kyle, we'll do a quick little recap to catch him and you all up on the current state of affairs. Our group has ventured into the Feywild to figure out what is going on with the so-called Fomorians, giantkin that were once banished to the Underdark. After attacking the Feywild, seem to have returned to it. As well as during that traveling, Kelborn disappeared after being swatted at by a bunch of giant hands going through the vortex to the Feywild. Upon arriving, they said, "We can't worry about this right now. We have to go." So they met up with some familiar faces to Kelborn. Well, sort of familiar. They've aged a little bit at this point, and they made their way to a hidden hideout place to meet up with some more old friends, where they met with Bilibos, an old, I keep saying old friend, but what else am I going to say, of Kelborn's. They spoke a little bit of the current going-ons. The Queen of the Winter Court had taken over the Spring Court with what seems to be the help of the Fomorians and some underhanded play to remove the members of the Spring Court from power, which is even further problem for Kelborn because he seemed to have some feelings towards the Princess of the Spring Court. He kissed right on the mic. So they he spoke with Bilibos for a little bit, who suggested that after the appearance of the Jub bird, that they go to find what remains of the Vorpal blade, which was once used to strike down the Jabberwock, and also to meet up with another old friend of Kelborn's in the form of Rakala, a troll that he had once known. So they started making their way towards where Rakala resides, along with the twin fawns. And they made their way through a bog where they were attacked by a shambling mound. After a little bit of a struggle, they chased it off and made their way closer to Rakala and were able to make it to her abode. But before we get back to that incident, we rewind even a little bit to the vortex once again. Kevhorn, you were flying through this vortex, this Fey portal in between the material plane and the Fey wild. You're holding hands with Siegfried, and your owlbear cub is holding on to you as in a chain. All of you are swirling through this vortex, when suddenly an enormous hand, blue and gray, like rubbery skin with long fingernails and webbing in between the fingers, that only you would recognize as Miriandra's hand, reaches towards you. And as she hits you, Siegfried starts to lose grip on your hand, and you are let go as you start to spiral from the impact of this hand reaching at you. And the owlbear also coming loose of you. As she hoots in despair behind you, you see another enormous hand reach towards you, and you try to avoid it the best you can as you spin. As you do so, you're hitting the sides of this vortex and bouncing along as you're still being shot towards the Feywild side of the portal. More and more hands are coming at you until suddenly one large hand, darker in skin tone with lots of rings on it, reaches around you and grasps you before pulling you out of the portal. Give me a Constitution saving throw, if you will.
What the hell? People just want my ass. That is a basic math 23.
A 23. You are able to hold on for a little longer than most would as you're being sucked out of this portal into the spaces in between planes. You see like glimpses of different what you can only assume are different realms, hard to see with just your eye as they're shrouded in different kinds of mists and fogs, but you're able to see the in-between space of the universe before you fall into unconsciousness, if you will. And when you wake up, there is a fire roaring in front of you. It's almost like the size of a small forest fire. Like these logs almost look like fallen trees that are burning. But as you like collect yourself pretty quickly, it's not uncontrolled. You can tell it's in a hearth, just a very large hearth. As you kind of pick yourself up, the ground underneath you is soft and squishy, and it's like almost impossible to actually get control of yourself. As you look down and see fabric, like it seems like a stitched fabric, as you realize you're on a giant pillow.
Where the hell?
As you continue to look around the room, you see large furniture, like the enormous chair that you barely come up to even the middle of the legs on, a giant rocking chair. You see a couch with a wooden frame and a thin cushion on it, and probably most alarming, over in the corner, sleeping, and you can hear like a soft, well, it would be soft snore, but because of its large size, You can feel the wind coming out of its snout as it breathes in and out. A dog probably larger than any kind of whale you might have seen in your fishing adventures. The wiry gray hairs, sleeps over in the corner near the hearth.
Is there any writing I can recognize? Any words? Literature.
Roll a perception check.
+3. 9.
9. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
You do see books like sitting really high up on top of the hearth, this giant stone fireplace. You can't tell the writing at all from here. It's just so far away. But you don't there's not much writing on the spines of these books anyway. But there are a couple of books like leaning against each other on top of the hearth.
Wow. Next thing I would do is, would there be a safe way down this bed?
This giant pillow you're sitting on? Yeah.
Yes.
You can slide down it. Are you trying to be sneaky about this, or are you just going about your way?
I don't want that giant thing to hear me.
Okay.
I mean, I have disadvantage on stealth, so whatever. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use it yet. Super tiny. Just a baby boy. Can I climb down the sheets?
This is just a pillow, so and it's like
Oh,
it's not a
just
pillow with a
pillow,
cane, so yeah, it's just a
not
giant
on the bed.
Nope,
Oh,
giant
okay.
pillow.
Yeah, okay. Can I walk to what I assume is the exit, or is there an exit?
You can see like a large doorway behind the couch.
Okay.
So like you would enter the room from that side.
Yeah, I want to get out of here.
Okay. Give me a stealth check to try to avoid waking up this enormous dog.
Damn. Okay, I'll use it. The moss-covered pebble.
Did I give you pass without a trace?
Lick it and you'll gain pass without a trace.
All right, I do want to remind you, this is you only get one use of this. So if you want to use it now, you can. I just want to let you know.
Is there more?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that this doesn't recharge or anything. It's a one-time use.
You're making me quit. I'm using it.
Okay. You lick this cold rock covered in moss. You can feel like the furry, leafy texture on it as you lick it.
Furry?
I mean, moss is kind of furry. I haven't licked it before, so I couldn't tell you for sure. I could only assume.
Okay.
So you do get the pass without a trace.
Plus 10?
Yep.
But I still have disadvantage. So... Okay. Okay. We love to see it. 15.
15. You slide down slowly off of the pillow, and as you land, like you're still wearing your armor and still have all your equipment. So there's a soft clank, but the snoring of this large dog seems to cover your noise. You just start creeping towards the couch. The couch is tall enough you can go straight underneath it, so you can make a straight path towards this this doorway. As you make your way towards it, you do see some other things. Like on the wall, you can see a large hunting bow hanging from the wall, as well as some there's like furs and pelts on some of the furniture, And as you make your way closer to the door, you do start to hear a noise coming from that room.
Is it keys? Is the door like?
No, so like it's like an open entryway into this next room.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no door, but in the other room you do hear like it's almost like a thudding noise, like something's being hit against something in a rhythmic pattern.
Should I go back to the pillow? I'm curious. I'll look.
Okay, you kind of sneak a little bit closer and peek your tiny head around the corner of the wall, and you see an enormous figure. Her back is turned towards you, but you can see like curly dark hair pulled up into a bun on top of her head, a little bit darker skin, and it's like from here you can see like the neck piece and like the tie behind of an apron, and she seems to be holding a bowl and mixing something in it, and she's enormous, probably over 25 feet tall.
It's a whole lot of women for me. I'm gonna go find the exit.
You do see the exit is a door, like to your left, but you do have to like kind of skirt through this room to get to it.
I'm gonna Tom and Jerry my way over there.
All right, give me another stealth check, please.
Okay, a little better, 21.
21. You sneaking your way towards the door, like back against the wall, just scooting along, going behind tables and countertops as you make your way towards the door. And just as you're about to get there, the door swings open, and in comes two more giant women, one with more olive-colored skin and one with lighter-colored skin. One's got hair pulled back into braid, and the other just kind of wears it down, but shorter, like shoulder length hair. They both walk in, and the one that was stirring turns to address them. She says, "Oh, you're," and like the voices just rumble through your chest as they talk. "You're a little early. Dinner isn't quite ready yet. Our guest is resting in the other room." As the one with the shoulder length hair kind of talks to her, it's like, "Did he take the trip well? I hate to see this injure him in any way. He seems to be resting fine. We just have to be gentle with this. I'm sure it's going to be a lot for him coming to." What do you do?
Are they going to talk anymore, or was it the end of the conversation?
They kind of they're continuing to talk, but it's just like, yeah, they'll
Mundane
talk more.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like more mundane stuff. Like, yeah, I can't even
Okay.
tell you what it is. It's so mundane. But they like are like gathering in this room.
Well, door's open. My Uber's here. I gotta go.
Okay. You start making your way out of the door. And where are you gonna go from here? You're outside now. You can see like as you make your way out of this door, off to your right, there's like a fenced-in area with these chickens, again, just like elephant-sized chickens, walking around, pecking at the ground. And there's a long, dusty road ahead of you, going through who knows where.
Dusty.
You look
I
behind you to see
expect
this incredibly large, homey-looking cottage. Nothing spectacular, but it does seem welcoming and warming.
Okay. When you said 3, I thought, oh, 3 other giant women.
2 other giant women enter, so there are a total of 3.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. 2 others, so. Okay, I thought you were talking about other. Okay. Do I recognize them in any way?
Nobody you've seen
No.
before. You know that they're giants of some kind, being how tall they are. But they're taller than, well, like you haven't really encountered too many. You encountered the fire giant. They're much larger than the fire giant was, and the stone giants even. They're much larger, like almost 10 feet taller than they are.
Can I tell if they're giants? Like
They are
species?
giants, but you don't. Give me, for the hell of it, give me history.
Hmm. 4.
Yeah, they don't, like, even with a 4, they don't really give off any specific kind of giant. They seem more ambiguous as to their, almost like hill giants, but hill giants have that, let's say, je ne sais quoi, that you know that they're hill giants. I don't even know what je ne sais quoi is. I just figured it worked in this situation. But yeah, like when you see a hill giant, you kind of know it's a hill giant. These ones just, like, they seem to be incredibly large humanoids with, like, different proportions in some places, but for the most part, like, they don't give a specific kind of giant trait off. You fall asleep, or are you just thinking?
No, I'm thinking.
All good.
Because, like, I'm trying to think of fucking way to roll. See who the fuck they are.
Well, there's always the obvious way.
Hey! Why'd you snatch me? I don't know where I am. I thought I was gonna be in an icy region. It's
Nope.
not.
Nope, it seems rather pleasant and rural, not covered in ice.
I thought I was in danger. Never mind. I still could be. Yeah, no. Seeing this is a different scenario, I will go back inside and try catch one of the woman's attention.
Just one of them. They are, like, as you walk in, you do see all three of them are kind of standing around the table. The one's like taking things out of this enormous brick stone oven, open fire kind of oven.
I'll clap.
Give me a performance check
See if that's loud enough for them.
as a mouse claps.
Performance +2. That is a 19.
Yeah, you like to use all you Hulk clap to get the gamma radiation blasts coming off of it. And all three of them turn to look at you with some surprise. Like they're every footstep, even just how when you turn, your feet kind of readjust. Just clouds of dust come out, and it kind of shakes the ground. And they all look down at you, and the one who's been cooking or baking, whatever she's doing. You seem to have woken up and skirted your way out. Welcome. I'm sorry to bring you in such a way.
Are you guys evil?
No. I mean,
Inside that.
okay.
7.
You don't read either way if they're trying to hide something. It does seem like they're surprised by this being your first question after clapping at them. But yeah, you can't discern either way if they're trying to hide that they're
Look,
evil
I
or if
had
they're not.
one horrible encounter. It changes everything.
That's fair.
Why
Oh,
am I so tiny?
Well, that's how you were born.
Well, why are you guys so giant?
Well, we are giants.
What kind?
Ooh, how that's a strange question to answer. I guess we don't really show too many traits of giants you'd be aware of. I guess celestial giants, you could say. Though our brothers do show traits of giants you'd be aware of, but that's also because they're gods of those giants. We're more of a all giant kind gods.
Oh. So you guys are giant gods.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Where are our manners? We're just still thrown off with your line of questioning. My name is Haiti. These are my sisters, Diane Castra and Ilanis.
Do I recognize these names from?
Yes, when you guys were
Giants?
when you guys were in the Stone Giant enclave, whatever you want to call it, it was brought up along with all the other giant gods. And these are the three daughters of Anam, the giant Allfather.
So,
Oh, but you must be hungry. Here, I just finished some stew. She like grabs a thimble from the shelf and like very gingerly takes a giant spoon, to you a giant spoon, a normal sized spoon to her, and, like very gingerly pours some of the stew in there and brings it down to you. And like it's a thimble for her, but it's a cauldron for you. And you can see like the warm steam coming off. It smells very good, very hearty. There's like some carrots that have been giant carrots that like have been slivered down to your size, and like meat that has been ripped enough that it'd be bite size for you. It just sets in front of you and like looks around and takes a toothpick and puts it in there for you. And it's not gonna scoop anything, but it is big enough to like get some stuff on it. And like, again, not a toothpick for you, toothpick for them. So it's like, it's almost like a spear for you.
I mean, I'll gingerly eat it. But, so why'd you guys grab me out?
Well, I saw an opportunity when the other gods the other gods started going for you first. Typically, we aren't supposed to interact with mortals in that way, but when one breaks the rules, it's kind of a free-for-all for the rest. So I took my opportunity and scooped you out of there before any of the others could. We know that you've been trying to stop what's been going on with the giants on the material plane. We just wanted to offer you some guidance, maybe, whatever we can do. King Hireg claims to be working under Anam's orders, but Anam has not been in the Ordaining for eons. No one's even heard from him. He did not put this into place.
So either he's lying or someone's pretending to be Anam.
We think our brothers are up to this. They are getting tired of our father not stepping in and calling for the giants to rise again. They wanted to take matters into their own hands, and Hireg seems to be their mouthpiece.
I'll take all the help I can get, or if you guys have any advice, info.
Well, we can't get directly involved as brought in before. Even though this has to do with our brother's meddling, we can't go down the material plane and start enacting our own wills. But we may or may not happen to have a key here. And you see the one who is referred to as Diane Castra, the one with hair pulled back into a braid, kind of like twists her hand, and as it reaches its peak, a key appears in her hand. And as it appears, it's again key for her, but it starts to shrink down to your size as she like gingerly brings it down to you and sets it on the floor next to you. And we may or may not know of a vault that the Cloud Giants have in their palace that is over Faerun right now, that would have many giant treasures that you could procure for yourself that might help with your fight against Hireg.
Don't mind if I do.
And if there's anything you think of that you would need help or advice on, you can always reach out to us, for you seem to have very good sway with deities, as well as your religious friend would know of good avenues as to talk with deities.
I don't know why I had to think about which religious one. They're all religious.
We meant your
Yeah,
priest
no,
friend.
I realize. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Did you guys need help?
Well, just with and you see the one with like shoulder length hairs. Just with this, though giants will have their time to rule again, it should not be in this fashion. They should be ruling with compassion and love for all things, not with tyranny like King Hireg plans to do. So stop King Hireg, and that's all we need from you at this time.
What's King Hireg as big as these guys?
In your dream, he almost seemed bigger.
And I got slapped around by that? And stood my ground?
Yeah, you seem stronger in that dream, though.
Bro.
Not by much,
Bitch
but
slapped
bigger.
by God. Okay. I will do everything in my power.
Good. You're gonna need as much help as you can get. The
Yeah,
frost
well,
giants have already broken through the glacier and found the arcane barrier that hides one of the ancient artifacts from the original giant times. It won't be long before Queen Vior breaks through that and they get that artifact. The longer King Hireg has that artifact, the stronger he'll become.
Well, is there a way you guys can just plop me down near my friends?
They were going to the Fae, correct?
Yes.
The one with the Diane Castra sticks her hand into like a pouch in her pocket and digs around for a second before pulling out a stone that you can see has some kind of rune on it. It says, "This should get you to where you need to be." And she sets it on the ground next to you. Just step on that and it should bring you to them. Just
I
think
step
really
on-
hard about
Oh,
them
okay, never
specifically.
mind.
If you don't, who knows where you end up. Think about your friends and try to reach out to them the best you can.
Damn, I would have been lost again.
Just step on it somewhere random.
Okay, thank you again for your gifts.
Of course.
And I will step on the gem thinking about my awesome pals and my owlbear.
You step on this giant stone with a rune on it, and like you almost feel like your soul getting ripped from your body before your body follows after it. And we'll
Ow.
cut back. We'll cut back to the rest of the party. All of you, boom! All of you are now inside of Rakala's abode. She's like walking back towards back. Not a very it's not a bunch of rooms. It's one room, a living area with like a cauldron sitting over a fire, some pieces of like wood and things that she's found, maybe like an old blanket to make some one piece of furniture. I know it's not much, but sit around where you can, I guess. What brings you, Kelborn? We thought you were dead.
Why would you think I was dead?
Well, you've been gone for 10 years now. They were, from what I heard, they were sending out relief to your portal for a little bit, but that never happened.
Oh, that didn't happen. Oh. I served at that portal for a while. Always waiting for, a shift to come, but I thought maybe that was just further punishment for,
Well, it's good to see you're safe and you have friends now. That's good.
Hey, where are my manners? Have you met Siegfried, Benjamin?
Pleasure.
Benjamin, Ricola?
Well, now I have. It's a pleasure to meet both of you as this troll reaches her large green hand out to you and shakes both your hands. Again, this troll looks very well. I shouldn't say very well. Looks much more put together than a normal troll, like a troll you would think of does. Clothes are well put together, like well mended. They're not tattered as you would see with most trolls. Even with like adornments and pieces of not full armor because she's just in her house. But again, a little more put together than you would expect a troll to be. What brings you all out here then?
Well,
I assume you're not just here to visit.
it's a long story, but have you heard that the whole bay here's gone cold?
Oh, is that why my bog is frozen over? Yes, I'm aware of the
So that
Winter Queen moving in and taking control.
So, I mean, why? Did you know that the princess has been stolen?
That's what we've been assuming from the little I've talked to Billabos and Sharn.
Hey, why not stick together?
I mean, if we're together and they find one of us, they found all of us, so we just meet in secret when we can.
But we were always such a strong fighting force together. Makes...
Yes, but you were already gone. Not saying that it's your fault, not saying that we couldn't have been strong as three, but we work together when we can. But even just three of us aren't going to take down the Queen of the Winter Court and Who knows how many Fomorians she has on her side?
What about the 6 of us? 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 of us.
Who are you all counting?
I might have lost count. Let's see. There's Kilborn, that's me.
Yes.
Siegfried, Benjamin,
Yes,
Finks, the
Finks,
2
yes.
girls,
Yes.
Philipos,
Meredith and
Sharn,
Sharn.
Owlbear,
That baby owlbear.
and you.
And me.
That's
I guess
10.
that is 10. Do you think that's good odds?
Well, we have to do something.
You're not wrong.
Once a princess honor guard, always a princess honor guard. Sounds weird. I say it. Honor guard. There we go.
Well, does the great Kelborn Kerrigan have any plans?
Well, there was one. You're hoping that maybe you could be convincing enough to act as one of their trolls and take us in as prisoners so we can get behind enemy lines.
That's good work. Just want to be brought to the jail cells, or...
Well, if we end up in jail, I don't think we're helping many.
So where are we trying to go once we're in there?
Don't know. That's a great question.
Well,
I mean,
once...
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, once Sharn returns from his stakeout, I guess he called it, he went to look at the court to see if he could find what he could find about their workings. So maybe he'd have some things, but I don't know when that will be that he gets back.
He didn't leave any way to signal him or anything.
No, he was just going to return to Bilibos when he was able. Shouldn't be too long, but I don't know how thorough he plans to be.
Right. Well, he's got at least a day, because we need to rest. I don't suppose this place has got spare bedrooms?
No, but plenty of floor space.
Not 8.
As we're doing some planning here, do we know the state or location of King Owen?
As far as I know, he's prisoner.
And the follow-up to that would be, even if we depose Queen Isabella, what would there be enough Spring Court soldiers, allies to depose the rest of the Winter Court and the Fomorians from the castle?
I don't know if they would be able to take care of both, but there would be some backup if we were able to free them in whichever state of imprisonment they're in.
So then it may not be. I doubt the Queen is keeping them in very good quarters. Getting to the prison may not be the worst plan if we're trying to free the king and the princess.
It's true, if they're held there. But I would like to find a way to keep our weapons.
How is that old sword of mine treating you?
Oh, hey. She's been great, except recently. Worked
Why?
wonderfully. But you know, starting the other day, every time I swing it, I get this shooting pain.
Well, are you just growing weak in your old age or something? Your muscles atrophying?
I don't think it's anything like that.
Well, here, let me see it then.
I'll hand over, I think it was called Rune Carver. That's what
Rune
I'm going
Carver?
with.
She grabs this, the hilt of the sword, and Siegfried and Benjamin, both you see, like, this sword is enormous, almost like it's too big for Kelborn, but he's been able to wield it just fine. But you can tell it was made for a troll because it just fits perfectly to her height. She kind of picks up and swings it back and forth a little bit and looks confused. And, well, it's not hurting me at all, but it still seems to be in working order, but you ain't got none of the runes lit up yet.
No. I mean, how would I do that?
Kelborn, you didn't make your way to an old giant kin site, a rune site, to get this thing powered up at all?
Was I supposed to?
I mean, you don't have to, but it does bring some power forth from this thing.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because it's part of your journey to learn that.
It is also called Rune Carver? If that's maybe a clue.
I thought it was a cool name.
I mean, the sword does have the runes in it already, but there's no power behind them once it attunes to a new wielder. That wielder has to earn that ability to use the runes.
So where's the nearest one?
Probably the Summer Court.
Oh. Okay. Has the Winter Court invaded the Summer Court?
No.
Okay. What are, like, relationships between the two, the Spring Court and Summer Court, like?
I mean, they're not strenuous. You did hear that the reason the Winter Court was able to invade the Spring Court was because the Summer Court and the Fall Court, or the Autumn Court, were afraid of the Fomorians breaking after taking over the Spring Court. We're going to move into theirs, so they allowed the Winter Court to move in and take care of the situation, which led to the Winter Court then taking over the Spring Court. So it's like, again, it's not that they're at odds with each other, but they're not exactly like buddy. As long as you're not like walking into the court itself, like the like the palace or anything, should be fine.
Great Gala.
Mm.
Do you what is the reason for the Winter Court invading the way that they did?
I don't know for sure.
What do they have
From
to
what
gain?
we've been theorizing is that they were just looking for power, because the way they're working with the Fomorians now seems to be that they were in workings the entire time with each other, rather than the Winter Court. I don't know, because it seemed like the Winter Court was going to remove them, but now they're working together or for her. Seems strange.
Don't know if there's any real connection here, but on the Faerun side, giants are assembling and planning to conquer. And that's when I met these folk. Fomorians attacked my gate, and so we assumed it was connected.
That sounds plausible enough.
So I don't know if the summer court is going to be safe just by sitting on the sidelines.
Yes, probably not, but they aren't aware of that yet. I think they are in ignorance right now as to if the winter court were to continue pushing once they have a full foothold here.
We could find a way to convince them that the winter court's coming for them next. Maybe that these giants are involved in all this as proof. Perhaps we can get them to fight alongside us. And
Could be a ploy.
power up my rune carver while we're at it.
Could do that. I do have somebody who can get us to the summer court quicker than on foot that we could go to in the morning. It's getting kind of late now.
We don't have to go through the forest with the, the right, left, sideways, over.
No, we'll be going over it.
That's good.
One of the Meredith, one of the twins, also pipes up the. Celeborn, didn't father say something about getting some dust for you as well? See how much Grizz remembers.
Dust. Let me look at my notes.
All right.
It was part of the recap too, I'm pretty sure.
My cats started attacking each other during the recap. Let's see.
Paid for
Does
it.
it have something to do with the Tum Tum tree?
Yeah, actually.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Tangentially.
There's something about dust that I need that has to do with the Jabberwocky and trees and
He's talking about
Bandersnatch.
the Vorpal sword. Oh. You're looking to find that as well. I mean, that would be quite the boon to Rune Carver if you're able to infuse it with the Vorpal sword dust.
Would that light up a rune?
It would do. It wouldn't light up the rune, but it would increase the power of that blade by quite a bit.
So
The Vorpal sword was legendary. Just the dust of it could make that sword so much stronger.
So
on
what
top of runes.
do you know about that? Where the open-ended question.
Well, I know that it was disintegrated after the slaughtering of the Jabberwock. And now that dust lies where the Jabberwock was slain.
Where's that?
Well, if I remember correctly from the old nursery rhyme, it would have been in Tulgi Wood.
Is that spring, summer, winter, etc.? Autumn, fall, whatever you would say.
All three of the NPCs are rolling to see who knows it. The twins actually rolled the same number, which is crazy.
They're twins.
Yeah. Delilah's like, I think if I remember correctly, it moves from court to court. Kind of like how the Jabberwocky, the Jubjub bird, and the Bandersnatch all switch courts, which they are living in as well.
The location of the forest moves court to court.
Mm-hmm. To be different than the Bandersnatch and the Jubjub bird, it's probably moving with whatever essence remains of the Jabberwock. Since they all can't be in the same court at the same time, but they all do change their territories.
I see. So not in this court because was it the Jub's here?
Aye, Jubbird's here, so Bandersnatch or the essence, I guess, of the Jabberwock can't be here.
That's a lot of side missions.
Was there like a pattern to how they followed each other? Like, did the Bandersnatch always follow behind the Jabberwocky or vice versa or something to that effect?
Not necessarily. As per the Feywild, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
But if we think about the Rime while we're sleeping and taking care of your runes, maybe something will come to us.
Hey. Maybe. So, sorry to get you all mixed up in this Fey nonsense, Siegfried, Benjamin. I hope you don't mind. I mean, it's only fair. We're saving your world. We might as well save mine, right?
I mean, we also know we have additional time here as compared to the material plane. How much it changes is dependent, but we at least have extra time here. So, and we need to become more powerful if we're going to continue to stand against the giants. So it doesn't sound like we have much of a choice. We do, but not truly.
I wouldn't have it any other way. And he pats Kevhorn on the back. Sorry, Kelborn.
Where does
Hey guys, it's me.
Wait, does it sound different? What happened? No, I'm just kidding.
I drank the water.
Thanks, Siegfried.
Yeah.
Well, you all look very tired. Maybe we should rest before we have to go in the morning. It won't be far travel.
Oh, you're coming.
Well,
That's good. No, that's a good idea.
it looks like you all got pretty beat up getting here, so...
Aye. No, it's like I said, we didn't get beat up per se. It's more that every time I swung my sword, I was beating myself up. So that's a problem.
It is a problem.
Actually, I don't know if I want my sword to become more powerful. I could kill myself.
Could be bad.
Kelborn, you had mentioned this started earlier today?
I believe so.
Could this also be related to the corruption from the unicorn?
Oh. No,
I don't know why
you're
it's affecting
probably
you
right.
differently, but it's another thing we'll have to take care of in the morning.
That is strange.
As Siegfried's rolling out his bedroll. Once I get a good amount of rest, I'm sure I can assist you with it.
Thank you.
Although, to be fair, I'm not really one to swing a weapon, so it could be affecting me too, and I would never know.
Well, that's fine. If you're not going to swing a weapon.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
not really my...
All right. Oh, good.
Oh, what do you use for a weapon these days?
Oh, just a great club that my grandfather used to use.
I may say it. You might
Just-
want a switch.
Picks up a giant club that's leaning against a chair. Right here.
Is there anything special about it? No runes or anything? No.
There's no runes or anything on it, no. It just looks like a big chunk of wood with
Makes me
some
sad.
rocks pounded into it.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's it's grandfather wasn't the best of trolls, but it works. He got it to work the way he needed it, and now I use the way I need to.
I mean, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I don't remember. I don't know if we have that close a relationship. We might. I don't know.
I don't know, do you?
It's okay. We do, but I won't say it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want or back, I just kind of like nod my head toward the sword.
No, you've earned it, Kelborn, and you will continue to earn it.
I hope you're right. For the princess's sake.
Even right there, you had your chance to get out of all this. You could have just stayed on the material plane, but you came back to serve your duty.
Right. That's what I did.
I rapport spores just to Siegfried and to save his girlfriend.
It was good catching up. But we're gonna take a nap.
All right. Wherever you wish.
If you see some toes interlocking, just they do that sometimes.
No.
Who am I to judge?
No
Keep
toes.
warm.
You all begin. Are you all just sleeping through the night? Doing anything special? Anyway, staying up for an extended amount of time?
No.
Before bed, Siegfried will just pray for the goodness of Kevhorn,
The goodness of Kelborn.
making sure that he's safe and well, and hopefully makes his way back to us soon.
Yeah. As you like finish your prayer and open your eyes, you see the owlbear like very sadly curling up in the corner by herself and just kind of hooting to herself.
Now's our chance to get rid of her.
Kick her outside.
But yeah, you all begin to slumber. I need Constitution saving throws. Let's do one first for both Kelborn and Siegfried.
Eeny, meeny, miny, oh. Ooh. That is a 17 total.
Nice.
10.
10. Perfect. I love it. Let's see if I have that piece of paper close. I do. And then Kelborn, give me another Constitution saving throw,
Oh, no.
please.
I'm sorry. That was disgusting. That's a 9. I deserve that.
Ooh.
Kelborn, reduce your intelligence by 1d4,
No,
please.
no. This is precious to me. I have so little. Okay, I rolled a 1, so that's not bad, but still.
Okay.
still
Minus
sad.
1 from your overall intelligence score.
Oh man, I hope this doesn't last.
Kelborn, as
I thought
you're
your boss make you roll too.
no, you didn't get corrupted. As you feel your body finally catching up to your soul, you find like your vision starting to try and figure out what's in front of you. And as you realize it's dark, as things start to come into a gray and black focus, you look around, you see you're in a small room. Not small. I mean, it's a fairly good sized room, but nothing grandiose, as it were. And you hear light snoring coming from around you as you're sitting up on some kind of longer furniture. And from behind you, you hear a poo, poo.
Oh, baby girl. I will. Am I able to tell two of these nerds are sick?
Not from the current moment you're in, no.
No. Okay. Well, time to give my baby girl some kisses. Cuddles.
You like step over, maybe accidentally kick a few people, would make your way over to yeah, like a few you feel like a foot hitting you, or you hear armor moving at the very least, as the owlbear kind of perks up and whoo, whoo. She like rushes over to you and puts her giant paws up onto your up on your shoulders essentially, and is like nuzzling you with her beak.
No, get out of my armor. I'm just
All of
tired.
you hear this.
Yeah, it's Kev Horn.
For the last time, it's
dude.
Kelborn.
No, and just like shake up. No, wait, hold on. How did you get here? Are you Kev Horn?
I'm putting my bedroll down. Don't worry about it. Let's go to bed.
No.
I'm tired. There were so many hands.
Okay.
There were
that's
so
one thing.
many hands.
Wait, Benjamin,
Yeah.
I know how to solve this. Kelborn, can you hear me? Nod your head.
No.
I was doing that with rapport spores.
Yeah, and I responded out loud.
He could just be saying no. It might not be him.
I think it's good enough.
All right, I'm going back to sleep. Good night.
And all of you return to sleep. The two fawns and Rakal are very like put off by this. Like, what the? All right, I guess they're fine. Go back to sleep. And you all get a long rest.
Woo.
And you all wake up.
And my intelligence returns. Yay!
No,
Damn it!
that technically would have happened at the end of the rest, but I wanted to get Kev Horn in there.
Finally, not exhausted anymore.
And as you wake up, like there's a little light poking through holes in the ceiling of this structure. Nothing, not like enough to let you know that it's daytime now, but not like full window light.
Siegfried will walk over to Kelborn. All right, friend. What do you say we try to remove this now?
Oh, sure. Yes. That would be great. I mean, it would be nice to swing my sword again and not have it hurt like the Dickens.
Siegfried will place a hand on Kelborn and use Lesser Restoration.
As you do this, do a medicine check for me, please.
Ooh. 15.
15. As you take 12 points of damage,
Holy shit.
you also are like searching for whatever this disease is to retract out of Kelborn's body, and you slowly begin to realize there are two diseases in there.
Oh no.
and you can only choose one with lesser restoration. You find the familiar one from before when Kelborn was drinking the water. That seems to be some kind of amoebic parasite that's eating his brain. Or the one that you withdrew from Benjamin yesterday as some kind of disease in the body that feeds on magic. That every time it's used, it causes damage and a rash to the person that is interacting with a magical item or is casting magic.
Okay, I'll do the first one.
Okay.
But brawn over brain. I'm just kidding.
I'm
You do whatever.
also going to cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Okay. I won't have you do damage to yourself. You're able to pull it out before it does damage. So
And
get rid of
then I'll
that.
Cast Lesser Restoration again
Oh, okay.
on Kefhorn.
On Kevhorn or Kelborn?
Kelborn, sorry.
Okay.
I haven't
No,
messed
use it
up
on
at
me.
all.
Use it on
I have not
me.
messed up at
I'm
all
sick.
tonight.
Hell.
I'll say that this also brings back your -1 to intelligence.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it actually affected you at all, but just to get that out
No,
of the
it
way.
did. It brought me down to
It did?
-2.
Okay, well, it's whatever.
Ooh.
All diseases are now taken care of, but Siegfried has burned through a lot of spells.
I feel so much better. Thank you. You truly are a blessed healer.
We'll need to move cautiously, as that did take quite a bit out of me.
Well,
Where
Celeborn,
are
are all
we?
your weird diseases gone now?
That does
And
not
your
leave this room.
rashes? Oh yeah, who's your new friend?
Hello.
I don't know what you're talking. I thought I was dreaming. Everyone, you've returned.
Yeah, I came in last night. Where are we?
I came in last night. You just walked through the door.
Siegfried's gonna walk up to Kevhorn and place his hands on his shoulder. It's good to see you again, brother. I'm sorry I lost grip of you in the portal.
I don't expect you to be able to do anything against giant hands.
That's fair. And Benjamin, I apologize for how I reacted yesterday.
No apology necessary.
Since none of your friends are telling you, you're in the Feywild.
Yes, this is Rakala, and I'll motion to the troll. We're currently in her house. She is friends with Kelborn.
That's me, in case you forgot.
And then that is Meredith and Delilah, who are the daughters of another compatriot of Kelborn.
Oh. Well, if you guys were wondering, the celestial giant gods snatched me up, gave me a key, and sent me on my way.
What is the key to?
A treasury?
Where is this treasury?
The cloud giants.
Excellent. Perfect.
They want?
Yes.
Personally, me, I almost forgot this information. They want King Herrig stopped because they want giants to come back into light, just not as in the current direction it's being taken. But they don't think it's Amon talking into King Herrig's ear.
do they think it's a different deity, or that King Hreg is just making it up?
Either King Herrick's lying, or there's someone pretending to be a mon.
That's interesting.
One of their trickster brothers, possibly.
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't write down any notes. I'm going off of my sick brain memory.
No, from what I
Sounds about right.
first heard of that conversation, that all sounds about right.
I almost forgot that information.
Well, that's certainly. I mean, that's another thing to add onto our list. I mean, robbing a giant's treasury could be very useful for our goals.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go get a better sword for Kelborn, or to
Don't say
power
it
up his
like
sword. I mean, it's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get a power up.
It sounds like you don't. You're leaving off the key details. We need to do this. It's very important. It's not just for me.
I mean, there might be a better sword at the treasury. You want to go there first?
No, this is irreplaceable.
Okay. We'll get you a new sword.
No.
A shinier one.
I don't think you're listening to me.
We also have to. The reason we're getting the sword as well is because we need to rescue the princess who Kelborn has been sworn to protect, and has a special relationship with.
Very
okay.
What's the word?
Strictly professional.
Strictly professional.
And we're not going to talk about the rash he had to her.
Wait, what?
Rash.
No, yeah, we forgot about that, right, everyone?
Wait, no, I didn't. I just learned about what's.
Something with the unicorn water that got corrupted and then corrupted us, and it was a weird magic rash. It's fine. It's taken care of. Wasn't communicable, as far as we know.
Kefforn's takes a step back.
It's too late. We already communicated in your mind.
Okay. Hold up. His hands start glowing.
I mean, if you've used magic at all on your adventure and you didn't get a burning, itching sensation, then you're fine.
It sounds like you guys have something else.
I mean, whatever it was, it got taken care of, so...
I think we need to go to
a doctor? We already did. It's Siegfried.
And Siegfried's also having this problem. Okay, what have you guys been doing when I was gone?
He said it was like a jellyfish sting and he needed to suck out.
Oh,
that's not what you do with a jellyfish sting at all.
Oh, that's snake poison. That's what I meant to say.
The jellyfish sting is the one
that's
you
pee.
on.
We tried that. It didn't work. Anyways. Anyways, Kevhorn, will you help me save a princess and me court?
I'll help you get a newer, cooler sword so you can look cool in front of your girlfriend.
Alright, but let's start with powering this one up.
Okay.
All right, well, we can start making our way to my friend then. Everybody ready to travel?
You have friends?
More than you?
Ooh. Burn.
If you're looking around to them like these are your only friends, then that's worse than I thought. All right. She like makes her way to the door and pushes it open. And Kevhorn, you see in front of you what should be just like this green bog is covered in snow and ice. And she starts making her way across it, the crunching of the ice as her foot breaks through down to the water.
This is the spring court was taken over by the. I'll fill Kevhorn in on everything as we're walking.
Yeah, you as we begin walking, Philin and Kevhorn were needed.
Whoa.
I knew you were gonna take that wrong.
Step back. You guys have crabs.
And within a couple of hours, you go through the forest for a little bit. And you start making actually roll me a d6 for the hell of it.
No.
Everyone jump on Ray Colo's back.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
If I see that boodle, I'm gonna murder it.
You do notice that nothing like at one point when you're walking through the bog, something starts moving through the water and Rakala just grabs and punches it in the head and then it drops and it swims away. And nothing really bothers you after that. You make your way to the forest. And as you're going through the forest, let's do perception checks. All exhaustion is gone, by the way.
Finally. Ooh, okay. 16.
23.
23. 9.
7.
Benjamin and Kelborn, you hear like a noise coming from a bush, and then hopping up onto a stump like next to Siegfried.
Shoot it.
It looks like a little rabbit, but it has antlers, like small antlers, and wings coming off of its back, and it just like stands up and is sitting on the stump as you're all walking by.
So cute. Who's missing a pet? Siegfried, you don't have a pet yet.
It's like wiggling its nose.
Do I know what this is?
Roll a nature with advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh no, wait. Actually, that's not that bad. I was looking at the 3, thinking disadvantage. So that's a 17.
17. Yeah. This is a wild hare. You would know it as. Obviously, it's not the same thing as a wild hare would be in the material plane. These do have antlers and wings. Forest-dwelling creatures. Pretty. Not innocent isn't the word. Tame isn't the word either. Docile would be a good word for it. Yep.
Well, they make
just very curious
pets.
looking as it's just wiggling its nose.
I mean, not really, actually. A lot of rabbits die when you take them in as pets pretty quickly. They're not really meant for that. But, I mean, we live mostly outdoors. We eat food from the wild. I mean, I don't see why it couldn't be a pet.
Siegfried will slowly approach it and kind of reach his hand out a little bit. Say, Kelborn, what happens when a Feywild animal goes to the material plane?
As you ask this to Kelborn, before you can even answer, and Kelborn, this knowledge quickly comes to you as it happens as well, and you're reaching your hand towards it. The rabbit just opens its mouth and a blood-curdling scream rips out of its mouth as you're reaching your hand towards it, and then it just stops screaming and stands there kind of sniffing the air again.
Siegfried will just freeze. Like, doesn't move back, just stays.
Is that normal?
Yeah. If you, like, as it's happening, like, it was slow to come to you, but as it's happening, you're like, oh yeah, that thing does that. It just screams all the time.
Oh,
or not all the time, but when it makes noise, it screams.
That's normal. Hopefully it's not attracting predators. We might want to get a move on.
I don't think I want a pet anymore.
You just start like it. Just watch it. If you guys are gonna walk away, he'll just watch you walk away, and then go hopping back into the forest.
I use Huey to whisper right above the rabbit thing. I'm like, if we end up coming back here and you're sitting on a fucking stump, giggling about going which way, this or that or some bullshit, I'm gonna murder you. So
As it hops off in the woods, you hear a scream again.
Okay.
It's running away.
I do have my tree anyway to take care of.
Hey,
It's kind of like a pet.
what kind of tree is that? It looks like, if I was to guess, that's a
You?
Joshua tree.
Can I make a nature check?
Yeah.
I don't know if that passes. 13?
I mean, what kind of tree is it, Siegfried?
It's a weeping willow.
Yeah, it's some kind of willow.
So I could have said bonsai. I kept thinking
Willow?
say bonsai, but I was like, I'm
Taylor's
pretty sure it is a
version?
bonsai.
Bonsai.
It's a bonsai.
Well, bonsai is the art form.
Small, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, bonsai can be almost any kind of tree. It's just how you
Oh,
train
the
it.
more you know.
Yeah. I used to work in a bonsai garden, you know. Well, at a zoo that had a bonsai garden. Anyway, as you start to come towards the end of this forest and the clearing starts opening, you do start to hear like noise, like a not rambunctious, but there is like a lot of like things being moved and voices, kind of not shouting but talking loudly to each other, and you do hear like braying of horses, as you break the tree line and see this small caravan of carts and wagons, with like mostly gnomes, seems to be working, like putting parts onto wagons or feeding horses. And the strange thing about the horses as well as the carts themselves, the horses have large butterfly wings of different colors, blues and purples and oranges, as well as the carts themselves have these wings. Well, that's them right up there. We just have to talk to Curtis, see if we can get us a ride out of here over to the summer court.
Siegfried inches towards Benjamin. Do you think this is where I'll get my wings?
Oh, I don't, maybe? I don't. I mean, it would be kind of cool if they were like butterfly wings.
You know, if I had wings, I'd want them to be like dragonfly wings. Oh, sorry. I backed out of that conversation. I realized I wasn't a part of.
We're calling begins to approach. Calls us Curtis, and one of the gnomes with like he's wearing like a tuxedo jacket with the long tails, but also just like workers' clothes underneath it. Turns to address the. Oh, Ricala, it's been so long since I've last seen you. How has it been going? Oh, just fine. I was just wondering, me and my friends here kind of need a ride, and I know you're one of the best around. We're wondering if we could rent one of your carts for a trip. Oh, I'd love to help all of you. I'd love to help, but we're having a little bit of a problem right now. Our horses, you see, they don't have their nameplates all figured out, and they can't fly without them. But maybe you all can help out.
Well, easy. That one's Dasher and Dancer. Prancer.
No, we don't deal with any of that nonsense here. That's somebody else. That's elves. We're gnomes.
Wait. That checks out.
I turned to Kevhorn. I'm like, there's a lot of Feywild bullshit we've had to put up with. This seems like more of it.
Now, don't I see a more normal like comparison now?
Yeah, I mean the like getting naked and cream cheese thing sounds
Who doesn't
totally
sleep
normal.
naked?
Yeah, but you recovered.
Also, in mixed company is, I mean, a little bit of a statement.
Finks had to watch that.
I've seen it before.
That's nothing new for things.
Also, I can't get drunk, and it's really annoying.
That's also a problem.
Yeah.
We need to get her some help.
One thing at a time, alright? So, nameplates are these things that hover above their head?
No, it's on
With
the front
maybe
of their harness. Here, come over here. Look at the first pair, and we'll figure it out. I mean, see, the one here, it's got its name. A fortune is this one, but the other horse here just has a B and 4 spaces. I don't recall their names, and if we don't have their names, they can't fly.
Bruno.
That's too many letters, I think. It's
No.
B with 3 spaces.
Oh, I thought you said
If I said 4,
spaces.
I misspoke.
You
I'm sorry.
misspoke.
It's only supposed to be 3.
Brune.
No, I don't think. I think we had some kind of naming convention with them.
Bird.
Is this like what do
What about-
horse pair number 2 look like?
Oh yes. Maybe getting the full picture will help. We'll go to the next cart. It's a red cart. First one was pink. Second one's red. This one, this horse seems to be named Pride. The next one only has F. Damn it! I flipped it around. Anyway, we're going with this. It only has F with 3 letters after it.
Ford.
Bird and Ford. All right, we'll try those. Actually, I'm going to start holding you guys accountable for guesses.
No.
So, do you want to lock in Bird and Ford at this point?
No, let's
No.
wait until we see them all.
No.
Okay.
We're brainstorming over here.
Okay, fair enough. All right, but once we lock in things, if you get it wrong, something's going to happen. So,
Great. I love that for us.
You said
Well,
the first
we'll move-
grouping was pink? Is that what you said?
yeah, pink
Pink and
with
red.
Fortune, and then B, 3 spaces. Second one's red. Pride, F blank, like three spaces. Sorry. Third cart is blue. This one, this horse is named Stone. Second one starts with an M, ends with an S. 2 spaces in between the M and the S.
Mass.
Roll a d20
No.
for me right now.
Better only affect Kyle.
It does.
15.
15. Oh no.
I'm so tempted to guess.
No.
I forgot how crazy this table gets. I got a new table for today. Oh boy. Roll me a D100.
Ooh.
Oh my god. This fireballs us right here. Kills the horses.
92.
I've got to find this other stupid table. Oh, it's just because it's got more letters in front. There we go. Oh boy, Kevhorn. 92.
Yeah.
You all see Kevhorn fall over and not move.
Ow.
Just
You
normal.
don't say ow.
Oh.
I'll walk over to him. What, like, is he What's the situation?
You don't see any movement on him, and he's not breathing.
Do we try the piss or do we suck the
He's
paralyzation out
not
of him?
breathing.
Oh, he's not breathing?
Not breathing, no movement.
Siegfried's going to cast Spare the Dying as he's walking over to...
You cast
Kevin.
Spare the Dying, and it takes no hold.
Oh. Help me get his armor off quick. I'm saying to like Benjamin as Siegfried thinks more.
As you're starting to take the armor off, Kevhorn begins to glow in a brilliant light that blinds all of you for just a moment. And as your vision comes back, in Kevhorn's armor is a lizard folk. You see a sail on the top of his head, a white sail. And Kevhorn, you come to consciousness.
What? What?
As you question and begin to look down at your hands, you see green scales all over your hands.
What is this?
Is Kevhorn's body there still, or is it was replaced with this?
It seems to have been replaced with this, but you hear Kevhorn's voice coming out of the lizard folk's mouth.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous.
Wild thing to say in this moment. Okay, so we're not just gonna make random guesses anymore. We're also gonna add on to the check.
I will say, you can sidebar these, just don't shout them out at the guy.
Wait, hold on.
It was a good guess.
It
Kevhorn,
wasn't.
if that's really you, shake your head.
I shake my ass.
Close enough.
There's a tail hanging behind him.
Kelborn, you're from the Feywild. Have you heard of this before?
I assume not, but
I mean, not necessarily,
Wait.
but you do know that in certain parts of the Feywild, it is susceptible to magic surges.
oh, you meant
and this might be
this.
one of this.
I thought you were talking about the cart full of winged horses. No, this, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that kind of stuff happens sometimes.
I'm just a regular lizard, right?
You're a lizard folk, so you're like a
lizard
humanoid
folk.
lizard.
Dang, I was about to be your pet.
It's like my favorite D&D race, so I'm like super jealous.
How do we get him back?
I don't know.
I start dancing. I start doing a little jig.
Okay. What I was gonna say is that we also now need to add onto our list some way of getting Kevhorn back to half elf, unless you're cool with this.
I miss my body.
Okay. We'll add it onto the list. I don't know.
It's not like a top priority, but we'll keep it in mind.
I mean, I have no way. I don't know how we could possibly fix this.
I'm just joking. By the way, taking the armor off, I mean, you said his heart stopped, so I was going to administer CPR. I just feel like I should clarify.
Yeah, no, I felt violated when you said
But no, that's good. That's good that you're alive at least.
There's still a green cart if you want to hear those names.
Hey, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Love to. Just absolutely love to.
All right.
Does this? I mean, never mind. Keep going. Green cart.
All right, I'll let you sidebar after this last name, and you can brainstorm without the effects of what just happened here. I say as a DM. The green cart. This horse seems to be named Stitch. And the second horse has 2 blank spaces, the letter N, and then another blank space. And those are all the horses, so we just need to get them named, and then we can have you guys take off to where you need to go.
I think the last one's nuns.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
Do we get
Maybe
to guess
if you guess
letters?
again, you'll be turned back.
No, this isn't Wheel of Fortune. You just have to come up with a name, unfortunately.
I was thinking more Hangman.
Hangman's a good one too, but nobody should be dying here today. I mean, your friend looked like he just died, but no more people need to be dying. No hanging people out here.
So, are all the names... Are only the pairs related in name and scheme, or is it the whole set?
Yeah, I from what I remember, the horses that are bridled together are paired together in it's like some kind of proverb thing. Like some kind of saying that uses both their names, if I remember correctly.
Okay. But not all of them are.
Benjamin's rolling his eyes. I don't know if he's gotten it or if he just hates
No. And that was also Adam rolling his eyes.
I was told 3rd to 1st grade puzzles, and this comes straight from the wizards. So hopefully we can figure this out without too many problems happening.
Alright.
I thought we were naming stuff. This is a puzzle.
Alright, let's step well aside so that we're not affected by no nonsense.
Yes,
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
This is your time to talk. You won't get no nonsense happening to you unless you lock in an answer now.
I'm pretty sure for the red one, it is going to be fall.
That's what I was
because
thinking too.
Pride comes before the fall.
Aye. Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Blue, my thought was moss, as a rolling stone doesn't gather moss.
We're on the same page.
I don't know for the other two.
Lilo, spelled with an N.
That doesn't work. And that's also not a phrase or an aphorism of some sort.
Oh yeah, the fall and the moss ones are the same ones I thought of, which is unfortunate for us.
Ditch. So fortune.
I didn't realize I would have had to.
Oh, fortune favors the bold.
Oh, you're smart.
I think I have the highest intelligence of this group, which isn't saying much.
I was
It's only
just
a
naming
+0.
stuff. That's why I said birds.
Stitch.
I thought it was just a fun exercise.
No, we went over this. That's why we got more names, because we wanted to see what the pattern was going
naming
to
it for
be.
fun, he said. Now he's a lizard folk.
Bitches get stitches.
Again, not. I mean,
wait, is that even the right saying now that I think about it?
Snitches.
It's
Snitches. That's what I meant to say. I said bitches.
I mean,
Sorry, I meant to say snitches.
Stitch.
I wasn't paying attention in what order, what color, if they were connected or not.
You know, I'll give you a pass, Kyle, because you're just a real sick boy over there.
So, Kev Horn, the last one is the green one, and it's Stitch.
Cabbage.
Stitch.
Gonna make you roll again.
No.
We have sidebars. We're so far away.
One of the horses' name is Stitch. The other one is blank, blank, N, blank. Wait, was it N or M?
N, as
N,
in
okay.
noodle.
Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't like a stitch in time. Because time would have fit if that was the case.
Line fits.
Line. Do you know a saying, proverb with the word line in it?
No idea.
He only knows snitches get stitches. That's it. I can't think of anything else.
Fine would fit.
Line. Yeah, let's just start brainstorming the words that will fit, and then maybe reverse engineer a proverb out of there.
I'll also say,
Line,
if you do
fine
need a
line.
hint, I would give you a hint at the cost of rolling on the table again.
This is why I don't
Fuck
do
it, why
Wordle.
not? I'm already a lizard. Fuck.
Kyle's playing with fire today. Do you want a hint?
Bone.
Do we need a hint? I'll wait until we absolutely need a hint.
Yeah, give us like just a little bit of time.
Zone.
There's fine, line, mine,
Zone.
auto zone. I'm not helpful in this
I'm
situation.
not helpful, he says.
Don't. Font.
Do you do Wordle? Because this is some
I
Wordle
do.
bullshit. Okay, I don't, and this is why. Because
I
I
used
cannot
to.
think of a single word.
I used to play like so many word games where like you had to find all of the words that can be in the thing.
Mhm.
Lone,
Bone. That's good.
bone,
Bone. Someone should just watch Baka's face for a reaction for each one.
Is it? Am I thinking of the correct phrase of "not a stitch out of line"?
That sounds like something.
Which I think Siegfried did say line, which that would.
That was the first one he said.
Okay, I feel okay about that one.
Okay. Who wants to
Okay.
give the answers?
Baka gave a shit face. like a I can't wait to roll on this table face.
Okay, I'll walk up to
Okay.
the pink carriage.
Okay.
So we have fortune and bold.
As you say bold, it appears on the nameplate.
Okay. Okay. Pride and fall.
Fall appears on the nameplate.
Stone and moss.
Moss appears on the nameplate.
Just like deep breath.
I'm taking steps away from Benjamin.
Ditch and line.
Roll me a d20.
I thought so. 12.
12. Hey, this actually kind of goes in line with your character. You cannot tell the truth. You love lying, which we'll see how that helps with this puzzle.
I don't know why it didn't work, but it's definitely line. I mean, it has to be, right? What else could it be?
Oh, well, it didn't appear on the nameplate, though, so
It could be.
you could try it again.
It could be. Oh, sidebar. I don't want to be tricked into this. Could be mana. I don't know what Stitch has to do with mana, but that's another word.
I think it's a hint time. I'm willing to take the bullet.
Sons with a U.
I mean, either you can just take the hint or we can wait for your party to agree. It's up to you.
Taking the hint.
All right, roll me a d20.
Oh, 18.
An 18. Reroll for me. That's one of the ones I'm taking off.
3.
A 3. You develop an appetite for human bones.
Oh no! He's a lizard folk and he wants to eat bones.
Your hint, I should give you that now that you've done that. You guys were on the right path with a stitch in time, but there's more to that saying.
A stitch in time makes all things fine. Stitch in time
I
makes...
don't know the rest of that phrase.
Yeah, no,
It is an older phrase.
I've never heard of it.
I'm not gonna cheat and Google it.
Also, I'm slowly inching towards Siegfried.
Why Siegfried?
There are 2 more words to that saying. I'll give you the word that's not the actual word for another roll on the table.
Okay.
Wait. What if instead of that, you just tell us if there's 2 more words? Does it come at the end, the beginning, somewhere?
It's
random?
the last word is the word you're looking for.
Am I still gonna roll? Guys.
I feel like non-sick Kyle's gonna regret all of these rolls.
There's medication in me right now.
Yeah, I think in about a week, Kyle's gonna look and be like, "Why am I a lizard that wants to eat bones?"
Human bones.
Nom, nom, nom.
Blink kind. Blink.
Feed my owlbear my leftovers.
Brutal. I can take a hit for a hint.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
11.
11. Roll me a d4.
Oh, great. Love a secondary roll. 3.
3. Roll again.
1.
1. Kelborn, as you are sitting there thinking to yourself, you feel very strange as suddenly you're looking from a different perspective. And as you look up, you are looking at yourself. Benjamin, you're looking at yourself.
Oh no.
Your hand
This
feels
isn't
so
good.
much weaker than normal, Kelborn.
I don't think this is a good thing.
How do you do anything with these noodle arms?
How do you got what is this fucking armor we have on? What is this bullshit? Clanking around.
So
What's the other word? I earned it. Now I have to do a stupid accent the rest of the night.
So it's a stitch in time saves, and then the last word.
Oh, okay.
That gives us fucking nothing.
That's all I can give you without giving you the word. We could start playing Hangman at this point where roll every time you guess.
Oh no.
Stitch in time
saves.
Actually, if we went that far, it would be every letter you got wrong, you'd get a roll, but I would fill in letters you got right.
Saves mind, saves kind, saves sons, saves mana, saves bone, saves loan, saves font, saves don't, saves zone, saves
I
cone,
can't wait to see
saves
the comment
mine,
section.
saves fine. Is it? No, never mind. I was gonna say 9, like German, but that's not. It wouldn't fit for the spelling.
9.
Saves 9. Saves none.
So your guess?
That's on the table.
Stitch in time.
It's on the table, but not your guess. Okay.
Right now, none makes the most sense to me, but still not perfect sense. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes. None saves. I truly have no idea.
You can start playing Hangman if you like. Or you can take one of the guesses from the ones you have already.
I don't think it's any one of the guesses.
Yeah, I don't think it's none because it doesn't like that doesn't
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Stitch in Time saves. Is there a the after that, or is it just straight up the word?
It's just the word.
The saves mind is like this, like another one that like somewhat makes sense, but not really. Saves.
I don't know. See, I'm not in my body anymore, though, so I don't know.
Oh, do you have my shitty brain? Am I smarter now?
No, like your mental capacities are with your souls.
But I also don't know what will happen if I start doing hangman in this body.
I feel like I should be freaking out more. I kind of liked my body.
When in Fae.
I mean, now you got to deal with all the spell bullshit. I just get to run up and hit things.
Okay, let's play Hangman.
Okay.
I truly got nothing.
All right, I'll take a
My
take a
mind
shot.
was stuck on bind for the longest time. Like, that doesn't fucking work.
All right, first letter guess. Who wants to take it?
Does it have any vowels?
It's gotta have vowels.
Has to have at least one in there.
Let's start with the vowels. I will say. Ooh, is it like 9? Is it like a number for some reason? 9.
I don't know.
Saves 9. I don't know why that would be it, but I'm gonna say E.
There is a letter E.
Okay,
The last
it's
letter.
the last letter for sure. Yep. I wasn't sure if you were gonna tell us that.
Yep, last letter. It fills in on the nameplate.
9 or none. Still an option. Bone is still an option. Lone is still an option. Zone is still an option. Mind is still an option. Find is still an option. Mind is in Crusade.
That means there has to be a second vowel too.
It's a lot of. It's either an O or an I feel like.
We can confirm it.
Anyone want to take
Give
the
me an O.
plunge? You're saying O?
Yes, I'm saying O.
Roll me a d20.
It's not O, guys. 20.
20? You can't feel below your waist anymore. It all goes numb. You're still
no.
standing. You just can't feel below your waist.
Give me an A.
Roll me a d20.
Shit. 19.
19. As you are looking at these horses, like their necks begin to elongate and swerve back and forth.
Oh.
Bubbles begin to appear in front of you as you start to have hallucinations, psychedelic hallucinations.
Guys, I kind of figured out what's wrong with Benjamin. He sees weird shit.
You guess, what did you just guess?
A.
A.
Mine? That doesn't make sense.
I feel like it has to be an I then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to say it?
Line.
Wait, what if it's like a Y? Like, it's gonna be some weird word, like... I don't know. Can't think of a word with a Y there.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but we're thinking it's I-N-E. Mine. Fine. Fine.
vine. It saves the app vine.
Finally,
It
it's
makes
back.
sense. A stitch in time would save the app vine. It's the only way. Note to self: maybe fast forward this part.
Yeah, we
Might
gotta
have to do some time jumps.
got a little bit of things to cut out there. I'll go for it just to confirm it is an I.
It is an I.
Okay.
I appears in the second slot.
I
So only
want
the
to
first
say
letter.
mine. That's
think-
the only word I could think of.
You can say
Mine
it if you
makes the
want.
most
Fine.
sense and is also one of the few words that you can make out of it.
Okay, I'll go up to the carriage.
All right.
Do I have to say the?
You can say the word.
Is it mine?
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
I'm gonna get through this whole table.
What the fuck is it? It's a 9.
A 9. I'm trying to think if you've killed any humans in this game yet. Would you have killed? I don't think Kelborn would have killed a human. So I'm just gonna say, what was the last thing you killed that like has a sentience? So you didn't kill the unicorn. God, what was the last thing you killed? The tree, I guess. So you start to hear a cacophony of laughter in your head, as it's filled with laughter, and that's all you can hear ringing in your head.
Guys, there's a laugh track in my head right now.
As you have a hankering for human bones and aren't yourself.
Siegfried will walk up to the carriage. Wine.
Roll me a d20, Siegfried.
Oh, I thought that was it.
20.
A 20. I think we've gotten a 20.
What
Yeah.
are these?
The right half of your body goes numb. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Kevhorn's got the lower half of his body numb too. Kevhorn's got 3
Eddie.
things. Siegfried has 1. Benjamin technically has 2 because he can't tell, or he loves to lie, and he's in Kelborn's body, and Kelborn's in Kevhorn's or Benjamin's body, and has seen hallucination.
Your neck, Mr. Horse, gotta be at least 9 feet tall. Man.
As you say 9, the N appears on the nameplate, and all of your different afflictions begin to change. Benjamin and Kelborn, you go back to your bodies. Kevhorn's skin bursts into confetti, and he is now half elf again.
I never want to be Benjamin ever again.
As
Was 9?
a stitch in time saves 9, as in if you stitch time now, you save 9 stitches later. It's a very old saying, and that's, hey, blame Wizards of the Coast. It's from one of their modules.
What?
I don't know what Grizz is going to cut that down to. That probably took us 10 minutes of real time.
Probably
Hopefully that's
more.
about 2 for you folks.
It
There's some things interspersed there.
was just the last one.
Just-
All the time was dedicated to the last one.
Yeah. Oh,
Rapid.
that's right. Its name is 9, of course. The amount of times you danced around 9 was because you had 9, but it was a different version of it.
No,
Anyway.
I had 9 written down for the longest time. I just didn't think it made sense.
Yeah, that too. Well, we can. If we want to take off, you pick your carriage.
There.
Taking bird. Whatever I thought bird was.
Let's not take the
Oh,
one that says
big one.
fall. That just seems unlucky.
What about the pink one? Fortune favors the bold.
Sound feels appropriate.
All right, well, everybody hop on in. We'll get taken off right away. And as you all climb into this carriage, close the door, sags a little bit with he got a troll and an owlbear cub in there, sags a little bit on his wheels. You hear the horses whinny as they begin to gallop forward, and their butterfly wings begin to flap, as well as the wings on the carriage, and you take off into the sky as we go to our break. Be back in a moment. You all have taken off into the sky in this butterfly winged carriage drawn by butterfly winged horses, and are heading to the summer court. You've all returned to your normal states, as it were, after being exposed to some Feywild magic. And takes, again, another about hour or two, or whatever is considered an hour or two in the Fey, before you feel the carriage. Like, the carriage is kind of like floating along strangely behind these horses. It's not like a even ride, but it's not bumpy as well, because it's kind of just moving with the wind underneath it. But you feel the carriage begin to descend as you arrive in the summer court. Excuse me. As the doors open and all of you begin to step out, you are greeted with warm wind, green grass, and a bright sun above you as you step out of the carriage.
Since I'm the only one that took damage, would that have counted as a short rest?
Yes, you can count that as a short rest.
Hooray.
Thank you. For the raid. Fortune and bold.
They kind of whinny and shake their manes out.
Well,
all right. Well, this is Colin speaking to you. Well, we should make our way, I suppose. Oh, actually, I opened my tab or my folders.
Where are we making our way to?
Well, we've got to make our way to the Giant Kin ruins.
Okay, we're doing that first. Okay.
Unless you want to.
No, I'm okay with that.
Figure out how to get to the woods.
No, that's good. It's just I was thinking about, trying to get them to fight on our side for the spring court.
Oh yes, of course.
I almost feel like we need more intelligence first. We need to convince them that danger is coming here.
Hmm. All right. Well, we landed pretty close, but we still have a little ways to go on foot. There's a canyon thing, kind of like a grotto almost, that we could take and to take us a straight shot there, or we can go through these forests, but they're pretty dense and full of, Fey shenanigans. So
I don't want any more Fey shenanigans.
Okay, we can cut through the grotto then if you would like.
Is there some big nasty thing that lives in the grotto?
I mean, I haven't been here for quite a while, so I don't know if something's moved in or what.
What court are you from, Raykola?
I mean, spring is where I've spent the majority of my life.
Just making sure.
Do you think I was some kind of hidden undercover winter court person or something?
No.
I would vote for the grotto, but if people wish to go through the forest, we can do that as well.
No, let's go through the grotto.
Let's go through the forest. Let's do the forest.
So the forest, I'm like pointing toward the grotto or whatever, like, over there.
I'm looking over at Siegfried to see what he's going to say.
Tiebreaker.
I vote the grotto.
Okay.
I'll switch my vote. I want to go through the forest.
Well, it's a tie vote. How do we break this?
We fight.
No, I'm kidding. Let's go through the grotto.
Go on there, I choose you.
All right.
We all
you
got
start-
a little boodle in us.
You start. Kevin wasn't here for the boodle. You start climbing your way down into this grotto. It's almost like a two-tiered thing, almost as if it had been created by a river cutting into the ground, drying out, and then filling up again and cutting deeper. So you got the lowest level, which you are all walking on, about 9 feet up of sheer face is like another little ledge, and then another 9 feet gets to like the top ground where the forest is, and it's pretty dense as you are continue moving. But it does clear up a little bit as you get further down this path. What are you guys doing as you travel?
I'm having Huey keep an eye out for any big nasty things that may try and munch on us.
You do something new with your hair, Ricola?
No.
Oh.
Oh, as the forest kind of thins out too, the twins kind of jump up to the higher ground too, using their dexterous leaps to kind of keep eye out as well as you make your way through the grotto here. Give me a perception check from Huey, and you guys can do perceptions as well.
Huey got a 7.
Oh, good job, Huey.
16.
Hey, I see everything. 16,
19.
19.
Is a grotto? No. What is a grotto?
It's like, I'm saying grotto, it's kind of like a small canyon that you're walking down, and you're like walking the length of it, almost
you
as if
say?
it's a path.
A canyon. It's so big.
It's not a mountain. It's not a plain.
I was gonna say a canyon's so wide that it's like a plane.
No, it's not very wide. It's like maybe 20 feet at its widest.
Yeah, so 16.
I got a 22.
What did Siegfried get? Sorry.
19.
19. Everybody but Huey, and actually the fawns don't seem to hear it either. As you're making your way a little bit down this trail, you hear a cry ring out in the forest above you. And as you're like making your way towards like this long, there's this above you, bridging both sides of this canyon, is like a fallen tree. There's this enormous tree that has made a bridge across, and as you hear this cry come out from the forest above you, you see a large white stag begin bounding across this fallen tree. It's got these very strange, like curved antlers, and then like another pair of antlers that curve downwards, and there's also like protrusions of antler-like growths on its legs as it bounds across this tree and back off into the forest on the other side.
That was weird.
Yes. Did the cry seem to come from the stag?
Nope.
Human-like cries, or
Nope. Almost seemed like wildcat or bear or mix of the two, or
Maybe it was one of those rabbits again.
It's a circle of life.
Yes. I mean, keep an eye out for it, but just continue moving forward.
yeah, you see like the twins up on the high ground are like looking back and forth, not able to see where this noise came from. You see their ears trying to flick to find any more information, like bows ready, but they don't know where it came from.
You know, at the same time, I feel like the stag here is kind of like a holy symbol. So I wonder if it's in danger, if we should protect it. Gain some favor.
How are we gonna catch it? Also,
Not catch it, protect it.
Catch up to it.
Oh.
Apologies.
At least make it seem like we tried. Stag, oh! We'll save you! Oh, you're all the way over there! I'll never catch up. Good job. We'll slow him down. That'll do.
Oh, Kelborn, always so heroic and trying to do what's best.
Thank you.
It was sarcastic.
I thought there were no Fae shenanigans this way.
This doesn't seem like Fae shenanigans. This seems more like danger. Something was chasing that stag.
Siegfried beckons over to Kelborn.
I kind of heft my big sword kind of in a ready stance, but I will walk to Siegfried. Yes.
And places his hand on you. Fae shenanigans.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, heads on swivels. Let's continue forth. No shenanigans. I will stop doing that.
You're from Meredith up top. Do you want us to stay up here? We can't see anything. Or should we come down there and be with you all?
Wherever you think you're going to be safest. If you get attacked on that level, we won't be able to get up to you very quickly.
Maybe we'll move down a step and just be on the level right above you all. They hop down to the secondary tier. All right. And they kind of crouch and start moving forward. As you all begin moving forward, you once again hear this cry out, but closer this time, and you hear a bounding as something's coming rushing forward and appearing on this log that's, again, overhanging the canyon, and it kind of digs its claws in to skid to a stop as it notices all of you. This enormous fur-covered creature, kind of like a wide maw with sharp teeth, bear-like face, and like the front paws of like arms and paws and shoulders of a grizzly, almost a very hunched, powerful front that kind of tapers down into the sleekness of a cat's hindquarters. Kind of stops, slobber coming out of its mouth as it cries out again, ringing through the canyon. Let's get initiative.
Ew.
It's not you, it's cute. And you know it.
Oh.
That's not cute.
What?
It's adorbs.
Let's see. Ooh, not good for you. And not good. Oh, actually pretty good for you.
So more
Even
than
better
one.
for you. 25 to 20.
Nope.
Is that a nobody I'm hearing?
Is this how our initiatives always go? I think so.
All right. 20 to 15.
I rolled a 15.
All right. Kefhorn with a 15. 15 to 10.
I got 14.
Ooh.
15 for
okay.
Siegfried.
It's good for once.
10 to 5.
Huh?
This is not good, gang. What did you two get?
3.
I got a 3 too.
Oh.
What's your dex score?
A 1.
Oh, I have a +2. Okay. So I'll go before you.
Yikes. Yikes.
If that's
yikes.
okay, I'll go before you. It's up to you. I don't really.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think it's gonna matter too much.
All right. So, this thing does go first.
Shocking.
Dang.
It's going to take a few steps before leaping down into the canyon with all of you.
Cool.
And as it like gets itself stabilized on its huge front paws and strong shoulders, kind of makes a strange contorting, and it opens its mouth as a terrible stench comes out of it. I need
Gross.
Constitution saving. Wait, is that right? Where? Yes, Constitution saving throws from, I believe, a lot of you. Yeah, actually, it's gonna be everybody but Benjamin.
Ooh.
And the twins. The twins don't get it either. Yikes.
14.
14.
Wait. 17.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Dex saving?
Constitution.
Okay. Then yeah. 14.
17 from Kevhorn. What did Siegfried get?
8.
8.
Having a
So for everybody but Kevhorn, you will take. Open on up big again. 31 points of poison damage. Kevhorn, you take half of that at 15.
31. Is that half? I think that might be half.
Yeah, it's half for me.
Yeah, that's half.
All right, let's get some Constitution saves from both of you then.
Oh no. That's
I'm
a
good.
10.
Oh, what did Siegfried get?
18.
18. Okay, Siegfried passes. Kevhorn fails
Kelborn.
again.
Kevhorn.
Yes,
Kelborn,
Kevhorn does
sorry.
fail.
Roll me a d10, Kelborn.
lower's better.
8.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Ooh, you scared me.
8. 8. You can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Oh no!
So, yeah, not too bad.
I had a reaction in mind for.
But yeah, as the thing drops down and just lets out this terrible belch at all of you, you begin to shudder and take that damage. But that is the end of its turn. That comes to Rakala, who is going to run up to it and hit it with her club. And she does. Smacks it right on the head as it, like, its mouth snaps shut and it wriggles away from the pain. And that is her turn. It is then going to be Kevhorn.
Oh. Running up
All right.
that hill. In weeks, hold on. What's a bonus action and what's not a bonus action?
Well, the things under bonus action are bonus actions.
These are the questions. 2BA or not 2BA?
I'm stabbing.
All right, go for a stab.
Um, 27.
That'll hit. 27, he says.
You. For 8 damage.
8 points of damage.
And then... something no one has seen.
Oh.
I will expend a spell slot to Divine Smite.
All right, roll that 2d8 for me.
No.
3.
3. As Kevhorn stabs his trident into this beast, you see the impact, and then just a little burst of light comes out of it as well as it kind of tears the wound open a little further.
Okay, I'm throwing everything at it. Stone strike.
Yeah, adding the stone strike to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. +5.
+5 more.
Yeah.
All right. Electro power
And,
behind that strike.
I will. Can I spawn my echo over here?
Yeah, you can spawn your echo there.
Yay.
Yay.
And I'll have him move over to the squishies.
All right. And move. Yes. Roll a d6.
Oh, right. 3.
3. Now I gotta remember my cow horns. That was.
Was that the Chimera?
I think it was. Yeah. So the calf horn with missing his innards from his torso comes running back towards Benjamin and Siegfried. Anything else from calf horn?
That will be it.
That will be it. All right. Then we move to Siegfried.
All right, Siegfried begins chanting Auxilios Socis mes ad finem doloris. And I'm going to cast what I always cast on my first turn, Bless at 3rd level.
Bless.
And I am going to bless myself, Benjamin, Kefhorn, and Kelborn, and
Ricala.
Rakala. Thank you.
All right. As you all get blessed, the creature is going to take a legendary action and swipe at Kevhorn. What's your modifier, young sir? 21 to hit you.
Oh. Okay. No, thank you. Shield.
Okay, you use on your shields.
Yeah.
As the shield expands out in front of you with its arcane energy, and its paw smashes into it. It is then going to be the twins who unleash a volley of arrows from the top, and a few of Delilah's connects, doing some damage. Which then brings us to Kelborn.
At 8. I take in a deep breath as I second wind.
All right.
My first ever second wind. I'm
First
so
ever
proud.
second wind. You all see Kelborn breathe for the first time.
He regains 3 HP. Woo!
Woo!
Oh.
Woo! And then Kelborn kind of runs up, and because I'm so cool, I do like a sort of like slight run up the wall,
Okay.
and land behind this beast.
All right.
And then like as I jump from the wall, I just like spin, try and carve my sword down this thing's back.
All right.
Let's see. Ooh, good. 18 plus
Okay.
9, I think.
I don't have to make you look a fool. That hits.
6.
It's 27, I think.
That's 6 plus 6, so that's 12. Plus 1 psychic damage. 13.
13. It's this big slash into this monstrosity as the red line forms down its side. It turns to follow you and is going to use this legendary action to try and slash you.
Fair enough, Mr. Monster.
Misses with a 13 as the pain is too much for it to bear, and it kind of falls down to its side as it tries to follow you. Go ahead.
So the reaction thing was the end of my next turn or until the start of my next turn?
Let us find out. Can't take reactions till the end of your next turn, which it's using this legendary action, so that is, I mean, technically the end of your turn, unless you were going to do more.
I was gonna use a reaction. So how, if available to me. So how are you?
Are you reacting to the legendary action?
Yes.
Okay, legendary actions that happen at the end of your turn, so unless you had something else to do on your turn before that, because technically I just went ahead and did it and didn't follow up. So if you had something else to do, you can do that first, and then you can react to this.
Yeah, I technically have extra attack, so I might as well have done extra attack.
Oh yeah, go ahead then. Sorry, I jumped the gun. So do your extra attack first, and then we can
I
resolve
rolled
your
a
reaction.
nat 1. Doesn't matter. Okay.
All right.
Reaction.
Yeah, you kind of stumble as you come back down. Now you look a fool.
Get my footing back. And then my reaction is the riposte, using my one superiority die. So I'm gonna swing at it again.
All right.
Nice. 19 plus 9. Yeah, plus 9.
Yep, that'll hit.
6 plus 4. So that's 10. 16 on the attack plus 7 superiority damage, whatever that is.
23.
23.
Another, as it like tries to come after you with its claw and isn't able to keep its stand after that big wound it took, and it stumbles. You slash back up at it and hit it right in the shoulder as it cries out in pain. But that brings us to Benjamin then.
Really fucking up my plans for a nice little AoE on that.
Oh, I'm
Isn't
sorry.
that the way of it? Just be evil and hurt your enemy. That's what, or your allies. That's what I do.
Enemies, allies.
Enemy. What's the difference? Just a couple letters.
Remember that? You're dead. I couldn't do my cool AoE. So I'm gonna launch off 2 Eldritch Blasts for a 16 and a 25.
Both will hit.
Ooh, that's really good. 19 force damage.
Ooh, total 19.
Yes, total of 19.
Right.
And then I'm going to summon my anchor next to Kelborn, and it is going to take an attack on it, which is going to be a 17.
17 will also hit. As you could
For
guess.
10 cold damage.
10 cold boy damage. Little baby cold boy damage. All right. Anything else?
No, that is it.
All right. As you are all surrounding this creature and beating down on it, heck, it doesn't get its breath back. Instead, it's just going to take its attacks. Cool. It gets 3 attacks. So, being that Kelborn just hurt it really bad, it's going to take its bite first on Kelborn. That is going to miss. Natural 2. It's going to swipe at you twice with its claws. The first one's a 19.
That hits. That hits.
All right, then we'll roll the second just to get that out of the way. The second one's going to hit as well with a 24.
Mm-hmm.
The first claw attack is going to do 11 points of damage.
I'm going to use my reaction, and my anchor is going to wrap around its paw and reduce that by 8. So you're only going to take 3 damage from that first attack.
Ooh. The second attack rolled min for 6 points of damage on the second attack. As,
Solid.
like, yeah, the chain holds it back from getting a full connection with you, and it tries to, its paw's being held up in the air, so it tries to swipe with the other and isn't able to connect as hard, but gets a couple little baby swipes on you. Before we go to Rakala, who's going to bonk it again. She misses as like the tail. It has 2 tails that are whipping back and forth. She isn't able to get a good swing on it. It's going to take a legendary action. It's panicking now, so it's going to swing at Kelborn again for a natural 20.
That hits. I'm down, boys. A natural 20 doesn't sound good.
It won't be too bad. It's just its claws. Its claws do less.
I have a reaction, Baka.
Oh yes.
I'm going to use Sentinel at Death's Door. So as it goes to swing at you, this radiant energy kind of blocks off some of this damage.
Oh,
All
yes. I
right.
love
Wow.
my allies.
It's now not a critical hit.
It's now not a critical. All right, I'll take away these crit dice then. So it only does 14 points of damage.
Kelforn just gets a massive wound, is like barely standing still. 1 HP.
That is Kevhorn's turn now, though. Kevhorn, give me a Constitution saving throw, I want to say.
What?
Yes, Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Oh, okay. The 22.
22. Yeah, you're breathing in heavy, swinging or stabbing your trident down into this thing, and this thing smells of death and fecal matter and all these disgusting smells. But you're able to compose yourself and take your turn as normal.
Stinky boy. I stab it.
All right.
Ooh, okay. 19 plus 9
Yeah, that hits.
for min 7.
7 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. Anything else from you?
And action surge.
All right.
Okay, I might not hit. 16?
16 just hits.
Okay. For minimum again.
7 again.
Yes.
All right. Anything else from you?
Since I took 2 attacks, can I use 2 of my Unleash Art incarnations?
I am not familiar enough with Echo Knight.
Whenever I take an attack action, you can make one additional melee attack from your Echo's position.
Yeah, from your Echo's position, who's standing next to your allies.
If I can throw my trident, right?
Yeah, you can throw your trident, but it comes back at the end of your turn, so you can only take 1 attack.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
But you can take 1 attack.
Okay. Why do I need to do 18 plus 9?
Yeah, that hits. You hurl the trident, it connects. As your Echo hurls its trident.
8.
8 points of damage as this spectral trident connects, and this thing is just buckling under all this damage it's taking, and the trident out of its body and back into your Echo's hand.
That is.
Anything else? All right,
That
it's
is-
going to take another legendary action, attacking Kelborn.
No!
It hates Kelborn. That 17
Makes it breaks. Yeah, you
makes
got
it
me.
breaks it. All
I'll
right.
extend my shield out to him.
You're using a shield on him
Yeah.
as he shoots a little orb of divine light at you. Shield appears in front of you and blocks the attack.
Hello, my friends.
That means it is Siegfried's turn.
Siegfried will just say, "Now is the time to strike." And I think the twins are after me, right?
Yes.
I don't know exactly how you're rolling their damage, if it's separate or if it's as a volley, but if it is together, then both of their arrows start to glow with radiant energy as I am casting Path to the Grave.
All right. Is that any kind of concentration or no?
No, it's just my channel
Okay,
divinity.
so bless stays up. Everybody does have bless, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. You path to the grave with their arrows. What does that? All does that do?
The next time you or an ally hits the creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Nice. As you do this and their arrows light up, they both draw back. One got a nat 20, so Meredith gets a nat 20. She just pumps this thing full of arrows, and it squeals out in pain as these arrows fill it up. And with the help of your magical divine arrows, the creature falls dead, mouth slack, drool falling out of it, pouring out of its mouth. And this thing is dead.
Coughing up blood. That's not. That wasn't too bad.
Just awful smell reeking off of this dead body. Oh, that could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kelborn, you're all right. Walk it off.
You're right. You're right. I'll be okay. Second level cure wounds on myself.
Also, just for battlefield placement in the future, if you could avoid surrounding the creature, I can be a bit more effective.
Oh, yeah. I can try. I can try to do that. I just killed my character on D&D by accident. I subtracted all that HP instead of gaining it.
Also, if you can try stick next to me, I can possibly negate a lot of damage you've taken.
Group up, don't group up. What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll
Group
do
up on
that.
one side. Group up on one side.
I appreciate all of your help in that fight, protecting me. But there was nowhere to stand next to you in this situation. It's a narrow.
Skinny, you're a fit guy. You can fit right there.
Yeah, I feel like you could have fit in that, next to that cliffside there.
Did you see me do that cool run on the wall?
You stumbled a bit when you
did.
stuck the landing.
But I stuck it.
I also saw the creature beat the shit out of you after you landed.
You see that gash across its back, though.
Yeah. See, instead of the two little pew pews I was going to summon that cloud of spiders that I can do once a day.
No one
Just
likes spiders. Come on.
No, it's not fun, but it's definitely effective for like getting rid of a big nasty thing.
Alright. In the future, I vote forest.
Okay. I feel like we probably would have run into this in the forest as well.
I just would have had to reuse a map or use this one, and you guys would be like, "What's that hole over there?"
Oh,
Well, at least we know that the Vorpal dust won't be here.
Is that the Bandersnatch?
From what it looks like and what I've heard, yeah, that sure looks like what a Bandersnatch has been told to me.
oh, that wasn't bad at all then.
Should
It
have
is-
Bandersnatch some toothpaste. God.
It is the least feared of the three, so
So what
Good to know.
what do we do with the Bandersnatch?
what do you want to
Give
do
it
with it?
bath. Bury it.
Like, what was the poem rhyme thing? Do we have to do something to it?
There's a poem.
Yeah. You weren't here to hear it, and I'm not going to say it again to you.
It just says that the Bandersnatch is very fruminous, which means angry.
Frumious.
Frumious, sure. Means
And as
angry.
As opposed to the Jabberwock and the Jub bird, which we were told to beware, we're just supposed to shun the Bandersnatch, so...
Oh, we screwed it up. No.
I mean, how much more can you shun something than killing it?
We shunned its life away.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
We could never interact with it again. The ultimate shun.
Yeah, but
Here, let's shun it right now. Let's bury it. This thing stinks.
don't you think that it would have been more effective to just it charges at us and we just turn our shoulders like, we don't care about you, Bandersnatch.
That could have been a way to take care of it. Legitimately, that was built into the encounter. If you just like turned away and didn't pay attention to it, would have left you alone. You would have still taken that belch, but
Oh well. right,
We'll
let's get
tell
away
you
from
about the
this thing.
poem in between sessions. All right. Yeah. Unless you want to continue to interact with this corpse, you can continue moving forward.
Nope. No desire.
As you kind of clamber around this thing and continue walking forward, after a little ways, you start to see stones jutting out of a hill in the distance. That's where we'll end our session. So, thank you all so much for joining us this week. As to how much you see of our figuring out the puzzle, we'll find out on the day. But thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.